The major key to your better future is you. Jim Rohn. Hi and welcome everybody. It's Jason Barlow, RMT, and I'm here today as your therapist and as your coach to help you transform any stress, any tension, any pain into health, happiness, and vitality. This is one of my favorite quotes, as I say every week, because I love these quotes and I like to share them with you. And hopefully they're planting some seeds in your mind in the same way that they have for me. I've been reading quotes since probably my first book of Tony Robbins when I was 16 years of age. Just these powerful statements, these declarations or affirmations that have stayed with me since that age even. I just revisit, review. And these are certainly newer ones in this past number of years that I've found have come to my surface in my experiences in life that have really helped me through stages of experience of life, if you will, being a parent, being a business owner, going through some challenging times. So this one this week, the major key to your better future is you. The ultimate question to ask yourself is, who is it that's going to come and take us to where it is that we wish to go? And yes, there are some guiding principles. There are some coaches. There are some wonderful people in our lives that we're, I'm sure, very grateful and very thankful. But ultimately, who is it that is the decision maker on which way we go? It is me, myself, and I. You can say that for yourself. We will do whatever it is that we wish to do, and we will only accomplish whatever it is that we commit ourselves to achieving. So two things to consider there, right? Number one, what is it that we really wish for? What is it that we're really wanting out of life? Now, for me here as your coach, I'm helping you to achieve more health, happiness, vitality. But what is it that you want? I'm here coaching that. But is that what you're even interested in? Because if that's no wish that you have, why would you even be listening to me? And you might have just turned it off right now. Why would you be listening to me if you had no wish to achieve more health, happiness, and vitality? The next step, though, is to piece that together is, do you have the commitment to follow through with what it is that you're learning and listening, whether it's from me or another podcaster, from a book you've just read, from a course you just took, from what a friend has just illustrated to you? Like, are you committing yourself to that end goal of what it is that you wish to get out of your life? Now, I'll ask you this. Who is it that is always with you? And who is going to wake you up and get you on task in the morning? Now, again, you may answer, well, yeah, I have somebody that wakes me up in the morning, and, I have my partner in life, and I have my family, and so forth. But who is it that's most driven toward your goals that you have as an individual? Nobody but you, correct? And wherever you go, there you are. So we have a choice. We currently might be providing a disservice to ourselves. We have this critic within us. We're overly negative, and we just pull ourselves down. We're self-sabotaging, and that's really hard to move forward. It's like a bird weighed down with rocks trying to take off. It's not going to get very far. In fact, I don't think it's going to move at all, depending upon the weight of those rocks. Now, how heavy are the rocks that we're binding to ourself as we try to fly towards a destination that we might have, a goal that we're setting ourselves? Ultimately, we have the capability and the choice to sever that rope that's attaching us to the rocks of our negativity, the obstacles, if you will, that we're creating through nothing other than our mindset. We've not even tried to do it yet, and we've already decided we cannot do it. We cannot achieve it. And I remember looking over here because I've got all these books from when the kids were young. The Little Train That Could. Right? It was a lovely book that was just inspiring. I enjoyed it. I don't know if the kids got anything out of it. But the whole essence of the book was that the train, he could do it, right? He had that attitude and he just persisted. And we've got to be the same in how we approach what it is that we're nurturing ourselves to achieve. Right? There's an aspect of having the critic, the doubter, the cynic, that I think those are important qualities to have in the background. But if they become the foreground, the forefront of your voice within yourself, then it becomes really hard to kind of move forward because you're just forever bombarding and sabotaging what it is you're trying to move forward on. So the major key to your better future is you, but what is it that you're choosing to take on and do by way of your mindsets and by way of actions that you're choosing to take? Go back to that formula I continue to share with you, right? You want different results, you need to take different actions. Well, how do you take different actions? Well, you have to generate different feelings. You're only taking actions now based upon your current feeling. Well, I'm not feeling too great. Oh, I'm depressed right now. So I'm going to go and do this because it's going to give me a temporary lift me up. Well, okay. But is that serving you in the long run? Likely not. You have to decide, and you have to be the decision maker, remember, on this. But if you want different results, you need to take different actions. Those actions come from different feelings. And where do those feelings come from? They come from your thoughts. How do you generate new thoughts? You read and you listen and you consume information that supports newer lines of thinking. That's been my experience. That's how I have taken on my mind. Is I've learned methods of meditation. I've learned methods of affirmations. I've learned mantras and ways to oppose those difficult minds as and when they come up. Because ultimately, we can be our greatest advocate, coach, and inspiration. But similarly, we also have the potential to become our own greatest enemy and critic. Now, again, don't be sabotaging yourself if you're like, well, yeah, I've been a critic so long for myself. All that's illustrating to you, if that's your current mindset right now, the glass is half empty, I'm so negative, or I feel like my mind is just dwelling around all these problems and blah, blah, blah. What that's actually illustrating to you is your potential. You are experiencing those things from nowhere else other than your own mind. It's your imagination. So what I'm encouraging you, this has been my experience, is to change your imagination. And that's the job that you have to take on. You can read some magnificent books, be inspired by meditations, listen to podcasts. But until you headstrong, go inside your mind courageously, with confidence, and realize that all these experiences you've been having of sources of negativity are nothing other than a fabrication of your imagination, number one. But number two, also illustrating the potential that you have within the scope of your mind, and that it is your journey and your possibility and opportunity to change that. Nobody's going to come along and go inside your mind and pull it apart and reassemble it. That's our job individually to take that on. But please understand, have confidence, have faith in yourself, have patience, have kindness, have love, and just recognize that these other parts of your mind that are not serving you, we just learn to discard them. They're not your identity. They're not who you really are. It's a very important statement. And then we have choice. Just, one choice, which is serving your mind with more positivity, transforming yourself into a better version of yourself. Why? So you have a better version of a future for yourself, more expression of health, happiness, and vitality. That one requires more understanding, training, and determination to change. It's choosing to be positive. That one we have to work at. Have you noticed that? The other side of it, right? That negativity, it just comes like seemingly naturally, without choice and without any energy or effort on our behalf. But like I said, please have faith that that is just an illustration of your potential within your mind. There are methods. You have to work at it. I'm not going to sit here and say, hey, it's easy peasy. Just say this once and it all turns around. I think you're at the stage of life listening to this that you understand that. But like anything, it is a habit. And like any form of habit that we're trying to break, we just got to be headstrong. Make a decision. This is what I wish for. This is what I'm committed to. And never quit. Never quit. Never quit. Now, most importantly, is never quit on your mind potential. Maybe there's certain things that you don't achieve in this life, but you still strive for them, and that's okay. But don't get so wrapped up in the end goal that that's the only thing that's going to drive your happiness in your life. That's where we run into a problem. Learn how to transform your mind. You can be happy regardless of what it is that's going on in your life. Which one do you want? Do you want to be happy regardless of what's going on in your life? Or do you want to be happy in dependence upon whether you achieve X, Y, or Z from outside of your mind. Weight loss, reduce this, achieve that, more money. I'm not saying those things aren't important, but what I'm saying is don't revolve yourself purely and identify yourself purely around those particular external achievements, because this is where we fall. This is where we hurt when we don't achieve them. What I'm saying is strive towards them, but recognize ultimately the real source of your happiness is coming from inside your mind. And once you recognize that, and once you learn the methods to achieve more of that, then you'll start to make different decisions about what you achieve on the external side of things. And you may even find they just start to happen more naturally because you're not as agitated in tackling and achieving those things. So remember, the major key to your better future is you. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you found that of benefit. Please join me tomorrow. I'll be sharing tomorrow what is going to be about my exercise of the week recommendation. If you've enjoyed this, please share it. Please like it. Give me a comment. Give me a thumbs up. And please do a review of some kind, any kind of little comment, good, great, whatever you wish to put, a thumbs up, a smiley face, all helps me. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And remember, your muscle health is my #1 priority.